Think it's because of his race?
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
It's undeniable that the British tabloids' treatment of Meghan has been straight up racist.
Racist abuse online aimed at Meghan Markle.
Referring to her as straight out of Compton.
How far they were going to take it and get away with it and be so blatant about it.
What does Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and the recently deceased Aisha Khan from Ahmedabad have in common? What could possibly be common between the two? Oh, a few things, so let's find out. So for those of you who may not know, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, or the wife of Prince Harry, recently was interviewed by Oprah, and she talked about the reasons why she and her husband Prince Harry decided to move out of the UK. It was a whole thing. The British media lost their mind. Piers Morgan literally had a man fit on live television on the Good Morning Britain, and he walked out, and the video has been viewed for more than 17 million times by the time I'm recording this video. I say, not the Piers Morgan, the Meghan Markle video.
I'm angry to the point of bawling over today. I'm sickened by what I've just had to watch.
Okay, and people might be upset.
Sorry, you can defend it in a minute. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This is a 2-hour trash-a-thon of our royal family, of the monarchy, of everything the Queen has worked so hard for, and it's all being done as Prince Philip lies in hospital. They trash everybody. They basically make out the entire royal family a bunch of white supremacists by dropping this race bombshell without...
That phrase.
They didn't name anyone. They didn't name which one it was. They just...
You to trash her.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no. Sorry.
So, do you know what? That's pathetic.
You can trash him, maybe not mine.
No.
See you later.
I'm being...
Sorry, can't
This
do
is
this.
absolutely diabolical behaviour.
So not to my surprise, the Desis, my people, the brown people, were having a field day of memes. Queen being the snarky mother-in-law and Meghan playing the ungrateful outsider daughter-in-law. The jokes would all be so familiar, whether it was about the color of the baby's skin or the inheritance. Now, please don't think I'm coming after your memes or trying to cancel your fun time being a gossip-loving spectator of whatever has happened. Neither am I an enemy of comedy or trying to take away your freedom of speech or freedom to laugh and share Meghan memes. I mean, I myself have come across these, and some of them are just, meh. And some of them are just okay, worth maybe some smile, maybe a little chuckle, but no more. But it was all until I came across this. Brands memifying and using Oprah's reaction to Meghan Markle's experiences with racism and her child's skin color being a concern for her family-in-law really grosses me out. The whole turning a black woman's pain into a meme is gross as hell. Just this last line made me recall every meme and joke I had come across Meghan's interview, and dissect casually plenty of these and what they suggested. I saw James Corden's laughing and having fun at the fact that Meghan and Harry had actually secretly gotten married 3 days prior to the public wedding, where James himself was a guest. He made some jokes about his toaster wedding gift and coffee maker and Clooney being there, the whole Nespresso thing. So it was hilarious. This kind of joke I can laugh at. Next, I saw the clip by Stephen Colbert, who made jokes, but we were laughing not at Meghan, but the people finding it shocking that the monarchy that colonized more than half the world is racist. So Colbert's jokes were satirical, and he made stark observations about racism and the whole scandal. Colbert, being white himself, had a pretty racially appropriate and sensible way of looking at the whole thing. So he has my respect for all that. Then came the memes in the Indian groups, the brown people. We reduced the whole controversy to these 3 things. First, Saas Bahu drama. Second, colorism as relatability, because, young Indians love relatable Indian memes and content. And third, Oprah's reactions and body language reduced to songs and dialogues. Those who were bothered to talk seriously about it were saying things like they had strongly mixed feelings because 1, why is Meghan washing the dirty laundry in public? And 2, why is she bitching about the inheritance as she has enough money already? And if she doesn't keep the title and play the role of a good moral upholding subservient Bahu of the family. Third, Meghan said all this in the interview so she can make money all of it. So it's a stunt. 4, same thing happened to me in my sasural when I got married. They were mocking me for my color or being mean to me. Since I didn't say anything to anyone because it's a private matter, why should Meghan not do the same? How dare she? And number 5, straight up Meghan is lying. Specifically about mental health and suicide, the Piers Morgan rhetoric. Whoa. Let me quickly slap the disclaimer that of course not all brown people are laughing at insensitive memes or making these sexist and racist comments about the whole scandal, but so many are that I decided to make a video about it, because that's what I do. So here's the deal. Number 1, jokes on the whole thing are only appropriate if you're mocking the racism and sexism, aka punching up, not punching down. Otherwise, please cool it with the nonsense and go back to your because Meghan's pain deserves a lot more respect than what you're showing. She's confronted racism within her in-laws and about her babies, and this isn't a joke. Number 2, this is where Aisha's story and Meghan's story intersect. Aisha, the 23-year-old Indian woman who jumped into a river and ended her life because her husband and her in-laws were abusing and harassing her for money. Maybe if the Indian society was more open to divorces, more open to talking about women's abuse in public and shaming the horrible greedy husbands, she might not have ended her life. Indian society loves Saas Bahu dramas. Hell, it's a steady fundamental diet for many Desis. Most. Watching the most vile and sexist shows where women are abused is a whole genre of entertainment in Indian TV. So women's abuse is okay in public spaces when it's used for entertainment and gossip. But the second a woman makes it real and wants to talk about her real life abuse, then all of a sudden, oh my god, why is she washing the dirty laundry in public? Why is she revealing family secrets and drama in public like that? After, oh my god, so much happened. Tauba, why did she do that? How mouthy and brashy she is. Did you see that? How dare she tell her parents and the world about what racist, sexist things we say to her in private? Well, Desis in their true color. Women's abuse is for entertainment only, guys. Don't taint our culture by talking about real life abuse. We only use it for fun and drama and memes. God help us.
Think she planned a big Hollywood career on the back of being a princess right from the very word go, and that Harry was just too weak to deal with it. And as for Harry, well, whatever my criticisms are of Meghan, they are nothing as compared to how I feel about Prince Harry. To publicly betray members of your own family in front of the world's media the way that he has done is, I think, nothing short of being absolutely despicable.
So when a man is supportive of his wife, he is being called weak. When he's being a good partner, fellow men are calling him a blot on the family. How dare he publicly shame his family, who he actually knows, who's the real person who actually knows the kind of people they are. But let's shame him. Let's call him the bad guy. He's the brainwashed. He is the worst one. And when he's beating the wife and when he's being mean to her, then that's all cool. That's all fine.
And Harry has explicitly said he feared his wife meeting the same tragic end as his mother.
My biggest concern was history repeating itself. Definitely far more dangerous because then you add race in and you add social media in. And when I'm talking about history repeating itself, I'm talking about my mother.
Royal family dealt with dangerous unpopularity after Diana's death.
The royal family has been accused of not showing enough remorse over Princess Diana's death.
Since then, the institution strategically aligned with a press that can sometimes be deeply ugly and vitriolic.
Many people don't realize who are criticizing Harry is that he has seen what happens when the whole family gets against one woman, his own mother. This is what he's worried about, and this might be the reason why he dared to ever speak out about it or ever mention this in public. He doesn't want Meghan to meet the same fate as his mother.
He has been a true gentleman and an amazing partner and companion to her, which unfortunately was absent in the case of Aisha. This is the stupidity of our culture. When a woman's in her life, they say, why didn't she talk about it? Why didn't she seek help? She is going to hell. She disappointed God. Why didn't she tell others? Why didn't she do this and that and blah and blah and blah? In Meghan's case, thankfully, she did talk about it and she did seek help. And she is talking about it right now. But now you accuse her of lying. When will there ever be a day when a woman is heard first and empathized with instead of being accused of lying? I just don't get this. In my video, Dear Junaid, Suicide is Not Selfish, I discussed all the scientific research done in this area, and that research is evidence that most people who have ended or tried to end their lives have actually mentioned having suicidal thoughts to the people around them. So wouldn't it be great if we could not attack and accuse and judge or criminalize people for having suicidal thoughts? And maybe, just an idea, give them the basic respect and decency they deserve. How about that, huh? And to the brigade of stupid women claiming all this and worse happened with me, but I didn't even utter a word. Madam, just because you suffered, you want all other women to suffer in silence? Instead of glorifying yourself as Balidan ki Devi, how about you drop the competition with Meghan and other women of this generation who are actually breaking this old mold of rotten culture and patriarchal, something that you could not do. Instead of being a foot soldier of fucking patriarchy, how about for once in your life show support to woman who has faced racism in her own family? And this is not just about Meghan. Do you have any idea how many young girls around the world have watched this and will be influenced to not give up when faced with abuse? How many girls will be inspired to stand for their rights? By attacking Meghan like this because she's a celebrity or married to a prince, so she can't feel pain anymore because she has money? Yeah, apparently she paid her butler to feel the pain for her, right? How dumb are you to think that a woman can't bring attention to her plight just because she has privilege? Now, don't get me wrong, privilege does save a whole lot of pain. Money gives you access to the better healthcare, to best places, and butlers picking up after you, cleaning and cooking for you. I think for 98% of the world's women, those household chores and unpaid physical and emotional labor count towards a lot of our troubles. Meghan doesn't have to face that yet. She is human and she deserves to feel hurt and talk about it if she wants. As proven by her interview, no amount of money or titles in the world could protect her and her baby from racism within the world's most powerful royal family. This happened in the case of Indian actor Sushant Singh Rajput last summer. People were saying all kinds of bullshit about him being so handsome and making money and being a celebrity, etc., etc. So we forget that celebrities, no matter how wealthy, are still humans at the end of the day. Humans get hurt by rejections and discrimination. Humans with mental health issues. By denying celebrities that space to feel pain and acknowledging that they do genuinely feel pain, we are denying these celebrities their basic humanity. And please note, when I talk of celebrities feeling pain, I don't mean a bunch of rich, spoiled Bollywood kids complaining that their servants are in lockdown so they have to clean their own crap. No, that's not the pain I'm talking about.
Side note here, please definitely check out this video by two YouTuber siblings who actually talk to these royal experts who come on television and shape public opinion about the royal family, and check out what they did exactly. You are going to love it. The links are in the description box below.
It was filmed on the 5th of March 2021, 2 days before Harry and Meghan's interview was seen by anyone.
In the interview, from start to finish, Meghan was acting.
The world is waiting on the biggest interview of the year.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Harry and Meghan with Oprah. Everyone has an opinion.
A bit of a gold digger.
It's very sad that the relationship with his brother has changed.
I don't think their marriage will last.
But no one has actually seen what Harry and Meghan have to say. Instead, the airwaves are full of royal experts influencing public opinion by giving their views into the soap opera of the decade.
You just think, could there be a more inappropriate time for all this to be blasting out in public?
But do these experts actually know what they're talking about?
It is certain, of course. I'm so sorry. Let me just once again hand back to you, Ben.
Would these paid commentators give a review of an interview they've not yet seen? To put this to the test, Archie and I set up a production company, Beneath the Fold Limited, to invite 4 royal experts onto a fake TV show to give their reaction to Harry and Meghan's interview 3 days before they had even seen it. We found some royal experts and used our very own royal expert to gauge their interest.
And lastly, the brigade. There's 2 sides of the story. Wow. Oh my God.
There's a reason that these tabloids have holiday parties at the palace.
Oprah Winfrey's explosive interview with Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, was an attempt by the couple to reclaim a narrative which has so far been told about them.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Around 6 months after Harry and Meghan's wedding, the Duchess of Sussex found herself getting cast by the British press as a villain.
The narrative about, making Kate cry, I think, was the beginning of a real character assassination.
This began an overarching press narrative in which Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge, was the sympathetic victim/hero and Meghan was the antagonist.
Kate eating avocados to help with morning sickness. You were eating avocados, a fruit linked to water shortages.
To all those people who've been crying the other side of the story, let's hear the other side of the story. This is just one side of the story. So you don't realize this is the other side of the story. Meghan had been painted as a villain and they have been saying the worst kind of things about her, and this is the other side. This is her side. She and Harry, until they were members of the royal family, they were not allowed to speak out about anything at all. So this is the other side. They had to get out of it because they were not allowed to speak about anything.
I can't believe this two sides bullshit is coming from Indians. I mean, if it's British people and Piers Morgan saying that, I would still understand, they have a special soft corner for their queen and the monarchy. But Indians? Wow. So there are two sides of the story, huh? Of the same British monarchy colonizing India for 200 years? Wow. What was the other side of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre when General Dyer ordered to open fire on a crowd of peaceful protesters in which more than 2,500 people were killed and injured? What's the other side? Let's hear it. Just tell me, I'm all ears. And what's the two sides in the story of the Bengal famine, in which up to 4 million people died due to starvation because of Churchill's policies, to which his response was, and I quote,
that any aid sent would be insufficient because Indians bred like rabbits.
He said, I hate the Indians. They are a beastly people with a beastly religion. Cool, huh? What did the 4 million starved people do to deserve this? Let's hear it. Let's hear Churchill's side of the story and give him a, fair shot and then judge the 4 million that died.
British officers in India sent telegram after telegram describing how grave the situation was. But for months, Mr. Churchill's government turned down requests to urgently export food that could have saved lives. They feared it would reduce stockpiles in the UK and take ships away from the war effort. Viceroy to India, Archibald Wavell, called the Bengal famine one of the greatest disasters to have befallen people under British rule, and said the reputational damage was incalculable.
Idea that the British royal family are racist after all they've done for the Commonwealth is, frankly, beneath contempt.
You've been colonized by the same monarchy for 200 years, and you, of all people, you are having a hard time believing Meghan? Wow. Anyway, I could rant on this forever because, I just can't get over this and keep it private bullshit in Desi circles that's going on, and this whole treating of Meghan's pain as a laughingstock meme material. And don't get me wrong, I can take a joke. I love comedy. I laugh all day. But if you're done laughing at the insensitive memes overload, please take a moment to discuss racism and colorism and sexism that a newlywed woman has to face from her in-laws and oftentimes husband too. The pains and struggles of dealing with all of this all alone when you're told that your husband's home is your real home. The safest place on earth for a woman is her husband's home, her home. And please stop using women's abuse for entertainment and for once in your life have a fucking serious conversation about it. But you won't do that because that requires accountability. That requires you to empathize and believe women and not treat them like drama queens and liars. That requires work and effort to make change. That requires you to question your own damn selves, how you treat the women married to your own brothers. Will you do that? Don't expect any rights for yourself when you're not willing to offer them to the daughters-in-law in your own home. Karma has a weird way of showing its magic, doesn't it? I'm out.